New data this morning suggests that low-income students of color at Chicago public schools are more likely to be subjected to dress code policies in school than their white classmates. Adam Babetski with Chalkbeat Chicago joins us this morning with the latest on this. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So, Adam, how did you first come across this story?
So this actually started out as a story that I was researching for my data class as a graduate student at Northwestern University with two other students, Hanin Najjar and Shuwei Yan. And we were looking in the Chicago data portal, which is available online, shows everything in the city. Looked through the data for the 2023 to 2024 school year, and there's a huge spreadsheet in there that has pretty much every header you could think of: school bell schedules, different policies that schools have. So we chose to hone in on the dress codes. And we did find quite a noticeable trend. Out of the 169 high schools in Chicago public schools, 94 of them have dress codes, and 93 of those high schools have Black or Hispanic pluralities of students. So they are disproportionately affected.
So give us an idea for these dress codes. What are some of the things that maybe some of these students were doing to, I guess, violate some of these dress codes that are in place? Give us a couple of examples.
So ultimately, these dress codes, some of them are subjective and some of them actually aren't listed online, and yet they're still enforced. But of the ones that are online, these would be students who were wearing shorts that were too short, spaghetti straps, things like that. But the truth of it is that these things are rather subjective, and it's ultimately up to these faculty members to enforce discipline on these students. And it lines up with national data that shows that students of color were being disproportionately targeted in this enforcement of dress codes citywide.
So when it comes to discipline, how are students of color treated in terms of discipline compared to some of their white classmates?
We found that students of color are more likely to be suspended. They're more likely to be expelled. And this also lines up with the national data. So, yeah.
So when you guys talk with CPS schools, what did they have to say about this study?
CPS ultimately just sent a press release, or they just sent a quote back to us in the media. And they said that CPS aims to ensure that district policies are consistently applied for all students in schools. District and school team members will work together to improve our school dress code and uniform policies for a safe, inclusive, and welcoming learning environment for all students.
Well, Adam, thanks so much for this information. We look to more reporting from you on this issue in the future. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.